Hello and welcome back to Hobby Shed. Last time I showed you how to make some flock. It still hasn't dried yet. You can see the colour coming through on a bit on the edges, but it's quite thick this part, so they're both going to take a while to dry. I told you last time that I was going to run through how to make bricks and blocks with the MDF. Basically, you take your rough thicknesses of MDF and cut them into all shapes and sizes. First, I've done a load of these little bricks that you can pile up as gun pits on walls. They just cut little blocks out of MDF and file the edges down, sand them to take all the excess off, and then with some of them you can cut little grooves in, like that one, in order to make it a little bit more concreter. When it comes to spraying them all, they'll look perfect. So those are little blocks that I've made. Next, I got some really thin MDF, about 4mm, and cut these little flagstones out. So you can basically position them on your map, put your filler down or whatever you're using as your flooring, and make your little flagged area, like so. Once they're painted and the filler's down, it looks perfect. It's great. Gives a nice effect of flags on the floor. Then you can get, once you've mastered sanding these down and getting the right shapes that you want out of these, you can get slightly bigger pieces of MDF like these and make wall pieces. So you can position them on your board. Your best bet is to get a board first and position them out, and then before you glue them down, so you know where you're going and what you're doing. See, I've got all different shapes and sizes here, loads of different ones, so I can mess them about a bit, see what we can do with them. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to get this board that I cut out and position them on it, see if I can come up with a nice little ruin or something like that. Okay, so I've laid all the MDF out now on the board, as you can see, like a ruined building. Some defences with the concrete blocks in the front, and the flags out. So yeah, as you can see, the MDF looks good on the board. Obviously, once the board has had its bottom skim on, I also mix the skim up with a bit of sand and glue, so I can stick the main pieces straight to the base coat of the board, make it a hell of a lot stronger. With the MDF, obviously, you can get all different kinds of thicknesses. You can get the 12mm, 8mm, and then the 4mm. All really cheap and easy to get hold of, and as you can see, very effective on a board. So yeah, it looks great so far. Next, we can wait for the flock to dry and build a base mix for the board and get the first layer of the concrete blocks on. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to try and make up a quick base layer so I can show you just how we stick them on. Basically, we'll take all the blocks off as they are now, place them at the side in the same order so we know where they go once the mix is back on the board, so we don't need to worry about getting anything in the wrong place then. So let's give it a go. Okay, so what we've got here now for our base mix is some very fine grit sand, some rough sawdust and some fine sawdust. We've got our paints and our glue. We mix it all together to make like a concrete, or like a plaster, and then smother it on the base, just to give it that rough, undulated look. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to mix it all together. Right, so I've stuck the MDF down now with a base layer, make it look a bit more earthy around the edges. Obviously this is my first attempt, so it might not be up to superb standards. You can see I put a little fire pit in as well, so it looks like a little headquarters or base. So yeah, I'm just going to let it all set now, give it a good 24 hours for set, or maybe longer. Hopefully the flock will be ready as well by the time it's set, so we can start putting the flock on and start building it up and painting it up a bit more. So, first impressions to me, it looks good for the first attempt. So just to see how it goes. So next time we're going to try and build it up a little bit more. Okay, see you next time.